Captain America Civil War, who dies? Hang on, let me start that again. Is someone gonna die in Captain America Civil War? Yeah, probably. I feel like there's been so many death fake outs in the MCU that it's come to a point where they need to kill somebody, anybody, and I don't mean like a Quicksilver. We knew that guy for about 4 minutes before he was riddled with bullets to a resounding, yeah, okay, whatever, from the audience. Someone has to go. But who will it be? I got a few ideas, but spoilers, potential spoilers. Spoilers for this movie and the Civil War comic and the follow-up comic to that, which I won't name, because the spoiler for that comic is in the title. Alright, the most obvious choice at this point is probably Rhodey's War Machine, because we see him take a dive in the trailer, his arc reactor shot out of his chest, and he pinwheels out of the sky. Then he doesn't move a whole lot. Could he be dead? Yeah, potentially. I just don't feel like his death is something they'd put in the trailers. So the chance of Rhodey being dead? A solid 4 out of 10. Oh, and I guess I'm ranking all these. Okay, next up. Captain America himself. Now I think this is the most likely scenario. The story arc that precedes Civil War is called The Death of Captain America, and it features the death of Captain America. I mean, he comes back eventually because, you know, comics, but Bucky ends up taking on that role for a few years. A lot of the factors that lead to his death are present in Civil War. The Superhero Registration Act, Hydra, Crossbones, another person close to Steve Rogers who's involved that I don't want to spoil. I'm going to give the chance of this happening a 9 out of 10. I'm not going to give it a 10 because I don't want to look like an idiot when this doesn't happen. And if there's one thing I hate, it's making a mistake and looking like an idiot. Next up, Bucky, the Winter Soldier. Old floppy hair McGee. Must be hard to fight with all that hair kind of flicking around your face. But tying it up in a little top knot, you know, that's not very cool, is it? It's quite the dilemma. Now, I'm fairly certain that Bucky isn't gonna die. Sebastian Stan, the actor who plays him, he's got a 9-picture deal with Marvel. And this is like, what? Number 3? But it does look like we see a person lying in the background here with their left arm torn off. It looks a lot like Bucky, plus his left arm is his metal arm. So I think that is him lying there. I just don't think that he's dead. Maybe Tony Stark just tore it right off him. So chances of being dead? 2 out of 10. Lastly, Iron Man. You know, there's no evidence to suggest Iron Man is going to die in this movie. I just think it might be an interesting twist on the comic, having him die instead of Steve Rogers. Robert Downey Jr. is actually doing Civil War in addition to his regular Marvel contract, which requires him to appear in Infinity War. So yeah, this might be it for him. I don't put too much weight though in this happening. 5 out of 10. Oh, so it looks like Hawkeye is down. He's just there. So, you know, could be him. I give that a who cares out of 10. Remember though, anybody who dies can be brought back using the Infinity Gauntlet. That glove and all its stones, or gems or whatever they call them, can do literally anything. Also, every one of these actors is obligated to appear in at least one future Marvel movie. So when somebody does die, and I'm putting my bloody foot down and saying that somebody will, they'll definitely pop up again in some capacity, probably in Infinity War Part 1 or Part 2. Question for you though, if you think someone's gonna die, who do you think that's gonna be? Also, if you want, check out my Civil War trailer breakdown. Also, this Monday on my podcast, The Weekly Planet, linked below, we're getting stuck right into the whole Civil War situation, including what we think of the new Spider-Man. Alright, that'll do it. Thanks everyone. Take care.